How do you open your fortune cookie? What's your style? Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you a crusher?
I'm a crusher. Depends on the mood I'm feeling. There we go.
Look at that. There we go.
So, your recent album, Big Slice. First track in the album, Big Slice.
Yes.
And Big Slice Records.
Yeah.
Are you obsessed with pizza, or like what is this? How did this come about?
You know, we didn't even know that Big Slice was a pizza joint actually. When we just we had ordered pizza, not from Big Slice, and there was like literally, that's how creative we were feeling that day. We were like, well, what are we gonna call the album? Let's call it Big Slice. All right, sounds like a good idea.
You just went with it.
And we actually had the song Big Slice was written already, but it wasn't called Big Slice. It was called Get Up or Get Off, something else really creative. Mm-hmm. And so when we decided finally that we were going to call the album Big Slice, we went back into the studio. Well, we were in the studio, but went back into the vocal booth and recut it with the whole Big Slice concept around it.
Now, the name change, adding the Massive Attraction to your name. What's the meaning behind that?
We'd been working, the name Jonas, either with Jonas and the Blues Butted or just using my name Jonas as the band name. Yeah. And then, these kids came out as the Jonas Brothers. And it didn't seem so bad at the time until you tried to Google search anything. And you put in Jonas, and it was like Nick Jonas's date with like Miley Cyrus or whatever the fuck, who cares? And all of a sudden, like, try to find one of our videos. You got to shuffle through all this, this. Anyway, I don't want to trash the guys because they seem like sweethearts, really.
Yeah.
But
sweet girls, those guys.
Exactly. But needless to say, when we started working on this last album, the Big Slice album.
Yeah.
I was in California. I was writing the album. And I was actually, and I swear to God this happened, I'm on the phone with my manager. We're talking about this dilemma and how we're going to approach this. And I said, well, it looks like we need to have another band name, like a Jonas and a something. And he goes, you know what, man, I don't think so. He said, I think this Jonas thing is, this Jonas Brothers thing is just going to kind of fly by, and you'll get that Jonas name back.
Regain it.
You'll regain it back, right? And I said, yeah, maybe you have a point. I'm sitting there at a traffic light, and a bus passes by with their new branding. It's just Jonas. And the fucking side of the bus says Jonas.
How loud did you swear? Like what?
No louder than most people do in LA traffic, but I swear to God, it was a momentous event in my life. I had a bit of a cry.
That's a sign right there.
Michael Douglas, full out fucking breakdown in the middle of the highway, and then called my manager back and said, I think we need to do something about this name thing. So we went with something cool, subtle, and not long at all, like the Massive Attraction.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. Now, seeing as we are best fan, what are you a best fan of? Could be anything.
Could be anything?
Anything.
Wow.
That salad you just destroyed?
I think I need some more fish and chips. The salad was really good. But I think, I think people who have drive and people who have passion in anything that they do really turns me on. I like to see somebody involved. I like to see, man, woman, child, young, old, anybody just, giving everything up for focus. And that to me has always just, been something that I absorb too. I find it not just, cool to watch, but it's also infectious.
Now, what's going on for 2013? You have a newly released single, front page of your website.
Single out. The album Live Out Loud was just finished recording. We were down in Nashville for two months or so. Just got back last week. Masters just came in a couple days ago, so we're really excited with how fast it's moving. We're kind of in the birthing steps right now. We just got out of the studio, so now we're working the songs and see how we're going to play them live. And just played last night here at the Underground Garage in Toronto. It's the first show with some of the new tunes, so it was fun to kind of that's behind us now. Now we can just go. We can plow through and let these songs take a life of their own on stage. If anybody wants, they can keep in touch with us on Facebook or on our jonasandthemassiveattraction.com on our website. Twitter too, yeah, Jonas and TMA, Jonas ANDTMA, and we're pretty active on all that stuff, and we always, try to keep a really close relationship.
Thanks for joining us. It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure, brother. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Bye.